Welcome to the United Show. And put me on the left quickly.
Always the wrong way round.
I thought it was happening there. Maybe because I add you to the stream first. I'm not sure. But anyway, welcome to the United Show. This is Nathan Ellerton. I'm your host. And today I've got Garth with me as usual for the presser reaction and the preview of the Brentford versus Man United game tomorrow live at 5:30 p.m. live on Sky, I believe. So, yeah, we won't have to stream this one.
I get to listen to the commentary in English. Is that what you're saying here? Yeah.
But, yeah, we just listened to Eric Tenharg. I'm sure you have as well, Garth.
Yep.
And the first thing we wanted to find out was the team news first so we can actually get our predictions right. But, yeah, so the first thing we do know is Martial is still out. Lindelof is still out. Is out, actually, not still out. Maybe he was injured now. That made me think. As soon as he said that, that made me think, I wonder if Lindelof was not in the squad at all because of that, or it was just a choice last week. That just makes me think, I wonder if he was fit, would he actually be in the squad? So, what do you think on that one?
It comes back to Maguire again, don't it? I just can't see anyone taking Maguire out, and he's just bought Martinez, so I presume if he was fit, he would have been in the bench anyway. You know what I mean? So let's put it this way: if you're keeping Rafael Varane on the bench, what more can you say? You know what I mean? So
crazy, isn't it? How getting there? Yeah. Sir Alex Carragher-Aquino, Martial is out for sure, so he definitely will not be playing. That's exactly what was said in the presser at 1:30 today. So, yeah, bit of a bummer because we want to see him come in, don't we?
Not just that, the way he's speaking, he might be out for a couple more games as well. He didn't put any time. There was no time limit put on it, but it wasn't like, oh, he's back from injury. We're just getting the match fitness under his belt. He's back in light training. You didn't hear none of that, did you? It was just he ain't here. So
he's probably still on a treatment bed, you know, and that's it. So, you know, we've seen this before a few times with Martial. So I'm hoping it doesn't become something of a routine injury thing. Like, you know, we've got that with a few players, to be fair, haven't we? Martial's been getting injured quite a bit. We know Bailly was getting injured quite a bit before. He might have gone over that now because it's been quite a long time. It's been like a season and a half, 2 seasons where he's actually been fit for the majority, but just not been picked because of his injuries. Varane, we know he's been injured for quite a while. So that's another one. So that's basically 3 players that we really could do with having that are really always injured quite a bit too much. So Ronaldo then, so that's coming up soon in the presser. So the reaction to the presser, that was one thing. Then the next thing he was talking about was what what did Eric Tenharg learn from the loss versus Brighton? Now, what did he say? He said that we looked at he does what he does every game. He looks at it, reviews it, talks to the players about what could be done better, and we go and work on what can be done better. And he finished like that. What did
you didn't give much away. Although he did come out of that one statement, didn't he, where it's football is a game of mistake. Oh no, not up top. No, not Alanga. Sorry. He came out of that statement, which was a bit weird, which was football's a game of mistakes, and was it we'll learn from them or like we'll get better. But it's like, fair enough.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, it's just but you shouldn't be making like that many mistakes, you know. I mean, it's fair enough. He's owned up to it, which I liked. I liked Tenharg a lot. I like his press conferences a lot. It gives me a small hint of I like managers who come across like they're annoyed with reporters. Does that make sense? You know what I mean? He's like he doesn't want to be here. He should be on the training field working out his team and stuff. You know what I mean? So
I'm loving that side of him, to be fair. He's being quite blunt with everything. He just wants to get in there, get the job done. He's like what all the other managers should be like, innit? What you notice, they don't give nothing away. They just say what they need to say to just like swerve the question and then get on with it. Like, right, that's it. So he said that, and that was it, and was like, okay, wasn't there like, you know, he's not gonna go, listen, I've learned that, you know, sure, don't really run too much. I learned that, you know, a bit too shaky at the back, and we shouldn't have really played there. It's not fun, should we? He's not gonna do that. So he's not gonna do that at all, is he? So he's gonna keep his cards close to his chest, and that'll be it. So that was that. And then you've gone.
I was saying, there is more, isn't there? It's just it's embargoed until 10:30. So I don't know what that. I don't understand that. I don't know if that's team news or what.
I think what happens is that's information for like the Liverpool game probably, because they're probably doing both for today. I think Liverpool game's on Monday. Am I right or wrong here?
Yeah, no, it's Monday. Yeah, it's Monday.
Yeah, so that's what. So they're probably doing the presser for both, and only this part can come out now. and the other part comes out then. So we'll get to learn a bit more about the Liverpool game. So really, yeah, with this in mind, we've got to think of what he's going to do, what Tenharg is going to do for today, Saturday, and Monday. So he's going to have two things in mind.
It's next Monday, man. It's next Monday, the Liverpool game. It's not Monday coming. It's 22nd. Yeah.
Right. So I was wrong. All right, Brentford will beat us, Katie.
Yeah.
Well, you never know. You never know. Peter Moran says hi. Hi. What's happening? So then obviously we had the Martial Lindelof out. We had what he learned, and then we had Ronaldo. He said he's had a great week in training. 2 weeks now in training. He's played more than 30 minutes the last game, and I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to do with him on Saturday. We'll let you know on Saturday. And then someone else came and says, well, is Ronaldo going to start? Then he goes, I already answered that question. I love that.
Yeah.
But I thought he was actually going to start answering it. And I was like, I hope he just said the same thing. And he did. Straight bluntness, bang, I already answered you. I'm not telling you whether he's playing or not. You'll see come Saturday. So, yeah, that was nice to hear. But, we all know he's going to play. He can't. He played 35. I think he's going to play. I can't see him not playing. Ronaldo looks sluggish, though. He's going to. But remember, when he's at this age, we've seen how he looks. But we just know he can score goals for fun when he gets a chance. So I don't mind. End of the day, we ain't really got much options. You can't leave Cristiano on the bench, can you? And start a youngster and put Rashford up front or something like that. You might as well go with that starting lineup and give like a Garnacho 35 minutes.
Yeah.
Second half. Ronaldo coming off, you're tired. I don't care if you say you're not tired, you're tired. I'm not going to risk you. Off you come. Garnacho, get yourself on the left. Rashford, get in the middle. That's what I would do. But what do I know? You got Paul Ryan Part says Malacia for sure. Damn right what I would do.
Yeah.
Will ETH do it? Not sure. Not so sure. And then after that, we had, is ETH expecting signings before the window shuts? And he actually said, yes, I definitely believe we are going to get players in before the window. We need it. I think that was the word. So yeah, I like that. I really did like that. We've got, just please give Donny a start. Just Donny says, of course, Donny, we're going to give you a start. Don't worry about that. Well, I would give you a start. I'm not sure.
Same here.
Asking the wrong person, mate. You shouldn't be on air. You should be asking everyone.
Knocking on his door, mate. Knocking on his door.
We need to start see ourselves a full 70 minutes. Exactly what needs to be done. Then take him off. So Alex, yes, it's coming. I know. You know what I know as well. I got that inkling as well. It's coming, mate. It's
just
coming.
the tiniest chance. Yeah. On Ronaldo as well, he's a physical specimen. His fitness isn't getting questioned. He's been doing the hard minutes on his own in training through pre-season. Yeah, his match fitness may be a little bit down, but it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Whatever I say about him, his professionalism to himself and keeping his body in top physical condition is second to none in this game. So
100% agree with you on that one. That's what I was thinking. Somehow he probably knows how to get match fit without even playing matches.
Yeah.
He's one of them guys, isn't he?
Yeah.
Totally agree with you, Peter. And that's to do with the we need to start 70 minutes with Cristiano. Yeah, of course. He's got to start and then come off if flagging, isn't it? Not come on if we're losing or come on once we're losing. So yeah, that was that anyway. And then they said, I keep saying, looking.
You're gonna even laugh, don't you? Every time you see that.
I keep seeing it's a cryptocurrency,
Ethereum, innit? Yeah.
I'm like ETH. Oh, bloody hell! Is ETH and the board? I'm gonna just call him ETH. Is ETH and the board
to the moon, mate? To the moon.
On the same page, and he says, "Yes." That was it. I was like, "Wait a minute! He knows he wants to say something, but he can't. He's stuck." So yeah. What did you think of that one, Carl?
Exactly the same. He clearly had far more going on through his mind when that question was asked than just a straight yes, because
you can see it,
innit? I'm hearing rumours, and this is just Twitter talk. I haven't even seen this in papers yet, to be quite honest with you, but it's good journalists on Twitter. They're saying that he's after Hakim Ziyech, isn't he? And the board is blocking that move.
Why?
Have you heard this yet? Yeah. Again, that's hearsay. But yeah, apparently, like the board have backed him with everything else. They're refusing to back him with Ziyech, and I'm like,
mate, you've got to back him with that kind of play. Like, he's the kind of player we need in our side. Like, he is a ball mover and an intelligent player and knows the system of ETH. So I'd do it. I can't see why you're not going to bring in players who know his system and who can just fit and slot straight into a squad. Maybe put him on the right, put Sancho on the left. It doesn't really matter. And then you've got time to bring on a Rashford if he's not playing that well, and let him work his way into the team. So that would be nice to have them kind of players, man. I think that, obviously, you know, like Chelsea, they play a kind of weird style of play where a lot of players that go there don't really have a great time up front. Not many, do they? So
it's a great shot, actually, yeah.
It happens all the time. I don't get it. Like, it started from even the days of Torres going there, Shevchenko, everyone. I'm looking at them going, Lukaku went back there dead. Everyone who went there, apart from Drogba, who
since Drogba, yeah.
Nobody else is really killing. And they're a good side. And they keep being in the Champions League. They keep getting far. But for some reason, they don't have a player who bags 25, 30 in a season. It don't make no sense to me. But that's why I'm not looking at Ziyech as like, oh, he's just a bit part player. He doesn't really play. He's a good player. I really like him.
In this team, Ziyech would be an absolute revelation because the way Tenharg's rotating them wingers during the game, sorting positions, it'd be perfect for this system, 100%. Rashford is still looking 30% of the player that he should be. So why wouldn't you bring Ziyech in? Like, I don't know why the board are so against it. You know what I mean? I don't know, but yeah, I'd pick up Ziyech immediately, and I would have thought Chelsea would let him go not for cheap, but for a reasonable price, considering they just got Sterling. You know what I mean? They know that his position is gone. He's done. So
Werner has gone, though, hasn't he, as well? So
you're right. Yeah, sorry, team-wise, yeah.
So yeah, that might be why they might want to keep him. I'm not sure, but one thing is for sure that I thought about as well was, although Rashford wasn't having the greatest of games, if he had 2 chances to score 2 good goals. If he scored 2 goals, no one would be saying anything. Everyone would be like, yeah, he's back. He's not as good. You know, he didn't play that great a game, but he scored. At least he scored. Let's keep it rolling. So really, to have 2 good chances, I know the way he finished them was poor as hell, but I'm happy that he had the 2 chances, if you get what I mean. I know I'm gonna back him to get better and do the job. Only problem is Nathan De Jong will play with Fred.
I don't see that as a problem. I really don't see that as a problem.
Yeah, I think De Jong will push up Fred's game because Fred can then play the further forward one where we know he does all right. He just doesn't do all right defensive midfield. He's just not good enough. And especially if you've got no options, he's definitely not good enough. But if Malacia is there and everyone else is there, I think they'll be all right. Didn't you notice as well? I don't know if anyone else did, but we know Martinez is good on the ball. He's good under pressure. But even he got done on the ball because there was no options. When there's no options and you're trying to keep it to try and think, right, who can I put? Oh, no, bang. They take the ball off you. Don't know how good you are. If you ain't got your teammate moving, you're in trouble, mate. And that happened to him as well. So.
It's almost like basketball. Like, I'll use a basketball analogy. It's called a trap, where you keep giving, and you just get surrounded by players. And that was happening for a lot of exactly what you're saying. A lot of the boys out there, that is exactly what was happening. So,
so anyway, we've got Peter Moran saying De Jong isn't coming. Yeah, okay, we'll see. Is Rabiot done? Rabiot is not done yet. No, he's with the worlds apart in terms of what he wants on his contract, and his mum is the agent being crazy as well. So I don't think that will actually get done unless they just fix up. And this maybe be the bit what everyone's talking about off the pitch and his mum and all this and the theatrics going on. That might be the bit that's killing it, because normally you never have a problem, really, do you, with a contract? You normally have a problem with the price of the player. That's done and dusted, you know. And now look, flipping struggles to get him in. Just Donny says, I don't think the board are backing Tenharg in us. Got that same feeling.
Yep.
So Alex Carantacchino says, I believe Murtaugh has gone to Turin to seal the Rabiot deal. I hope so. And Cockerels Forever continues to say, come on, you Spurs. Love it, lad. Love it. Just keep coming, keep tuning in, keep hitting that like and subscribe, mate. All good. It's fun. It's all fun.
To be fair, from what I've read about Rabiot as well, he's not even that's the wrong way to put it. He's not even asking for astronomical wages. It's like 160 a week, which is, in today's day and age, for what you're classing as a reasonable player, it's top end, don't get me wrong. But it ain't ridiculous. We've got Phil Jones on. We've got Phil Jones on 120. You know what I mean? So I understand we want to try and bring it down a bit, but I think it's done and dusted. It's just final bits of details, and he's over here, innit? I will say, it must be weird having your mum as your agent. I don't know how that works.
Is weird as hell, mate. That is weird as hell. But what can you do?
I love my mum, but yeah, I wouldn't want that. Wouldn't want that at all.
Absolutely. Right, same here. I wouldn't do that, but obviously, unless she was like really, really good at a job, I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah. All jokes aside, you. I mean, with yourself, all jokes aside, her main interest is her son and her player, and all she does is get the best for her son and her player. So you can say that she does her job very well. We may all hate it the way she goes about it, but
yeah, she's done a job.
Yeah,
she get the most for him, no problem, and then get her percent as well.
Yeah.
Family is set, mate. Oh, first time here, they're looking for trophies.
You ain't gonna find none on the Man United show, mate. There ain't no trophies at Man United either at the moment.
Not anymore, mate. They're hidden, mate. They're hidden. They're gone now. So yeah, we've got predicted lineups now coming up now. So Goff, with the way we played last game, with the starting lineup that you saw after what you thought might happen, we both got 0 points, as everybody knows. We didn't even get anything right of the whole game. Not the score, not even one scorer, not anything. Totally wrong on everything. 0 points, 0-0. Anyone else wants to join us? It's still at 0-0, so you can join anytime. But yeah, after seeing that and after seeing what happened, what do you see happening this game? Like, it's away from home, Brentford away. They've obviously come back from 2-0 down to draw 2-2. We're now going there hoping to do what we did last year, not have such a first half that we did, because they would put us under the cosh. Then we just ended up battering them. But what do you think is going to happen this game then? Just in terms of, what do you think?
What, squad selection or just general what's going to happen in the game? Because squad selection, I actually believe the back line is going to be exactly the same, and that's madness to me. The fact that,
wow.
I mean, I'd replace Shaw immediately. I really would replace Shaw.
I'm going to put up your team, yeah?
Go on,
What you think Eric Tenharg's going to pick, yeah?
Yeah.
Beepo, hi. What's happening, mate? So this is Garth's starting lineup that he thinks that the manager's going to pick. So he's gone with De Gea, Shaw, Martinez, Maguire, Dalot. Then he's gone with Fred and Van der Beek. So Van der Beek's coming in for McTominay. Bruno, and then he's dropped Eriksen to the bench. Rashford, Ronaldo, Sancho. So talk me through why you've dropped Eriksen to the bench, number one, and then McTominay is out as well, and that's the two changes, haven't you? So
yeah. Just quickly on Shaw as well, because he didn't bring Malacia on until like the 89th minute or whatever. That's what makes me think he's going to start Shaw again. I don't know if it's a match fitness thing or something. Eriksen again hasn't had that many minutes under his belt, so I can see him being more of a impact sub in it, because he can't play in false nine. I swear, if we do not see Ronaldo in the starting lineup, I don't like.
Yeah, I know.
So if it was me picking a team, I would have Malacia and Eriksen in there, but I think McTominay had such a poor game. He has to drop him for me, McTominay. So McTominay comes out, and then it's a choice between Eriksen or Van der Beek. I went with Van der Beek because I know a lot of people on Van der Beek at the moment, but I actually liked what he's doing. Like his calmness on the ball. We're just talking about that trap. Both him and Eriksen, they've like, even if the option is something that most normal people couldn't do, they can get that pass out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I can see you take Bruno out for Eriksen. Again, I might agree. I could agree to that, but I don't think he would do it. Eric Tenharg, this is. So yeah, that's why Eriksen and McTominay dropped to the bench. McTominay because of a really poor performance, Eriksen because of lack of minutes, and then I hope he don't play Shaw. But again, because of that, you're going with Eriksen has to start. Fair enough.
But this is the thing. What you've just done there, you've picked a team that you think Eric Tenharg is going to pick, but then picked a player that you said is not going to be picked.
It's. I pick Van der Beek because I think he will trust him more. Eriksen should start his minutes, though. He hasn't had enough minutes on the pitch. Yeah. He isn't Cristiano Ronaldo. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't. Van der Beek or Eriksen, it's a 50-50 for me. I went with Van der Beek because I think Van der Beek deserves. If out of nowhere Van der Beek is now relegated to behind Eriksen again, we got to get rid of Van der Beek. I'm sorry. What's the point of keeping this geezer here? You know what I mean? Like, if he's never going to get minutes, then let the geezer go. Let the geezer go. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's what I'm going with. So
right. So it's a tough one, to be fair, because I'm just figuring out. I'm just thinking he can't go with the same starting lineup. Even my team that I'm going to put up now, it's one of them ones where I know it's not going to happen, and even though I want him to do it, it's like it's a mix of the three in it. It's like I want him to do it. What's realistic? is it a possibility that this can happen? It's like all them in one. Like, what's this? If Ten Hag picks that team, then that would be 2 wrong teams.
That's why I don't get paid to make the big decisions.
Look what I've done. I've gone with De Gea at the back in goal. Malacia left back because Shaw can't be staying in the side after that. I would have shored up the defence by bringing Varane in. In my head, I got a feeling that Maguire's never going to get taken out, so I had to put him in somewhere. Then you got Dalot right back because he's not going to pick Wan-Bissaka. Then I thought, you know what? Martinez just in front of the back four, or even part of a 5, maybe if you want to call it like that, and let the 2 go up, and then he can drop in as one of the 3 at the back. Maybe that will work where Martinez is just in front, and he can just like pass the ball, move it around.
Yeah, mate, old school Ruud Gullit style, just sitting right in front of those centre backs. Yeah, I like that. I like that.
And then you've got Eriksen and Bruno, who he's not going to drop either one now, it seems like. And then you've got Rashford on the left, who he's already had in the presser, so he's playing. Sancho's going to play because he's done what he needs to do, and I think Ronaldo's going to play because he said he doesn't know what he's not going to tell us who's going to play. So that's what I would go with, and that would shore up the defense because Malacia is playing and Varane's playing. That will give Maguire still his minutes that he wants to get no matter what happens. He's got it in his contract that he has to play. Martinez still plays, and then you've dropped Fred. You've got more quality on the ball, and you've got more, people being able to give the ball. Malacia, Eriksen, Bruno, Martinez, all being able to find these front 3. I could see this being a great team. I don't know what you think, Garth, but that looks like a side to me.
I've not thought of that. When we talk about having Martinez in defensive midfielder, I'm always like, no, because I'm thinking of him being like central defense, you know what I mean? Up. But yeah, if you're playing him old school defensive midfielder, I forget what they call it, Ribeiro, where they're literally just sitting almost right in front of the 2 centre backs for most of the game. Yeah, I can see that working. You know, he slots in, and then the full backs fly up the pitch.
They can both go on because the Martinez is there as a 4, and you end up having a 4 at the back, won't you?
Yeah.
And then you'll be fine with one.
Yeah, I like that. I also think with Ronaldo, we've got to play Ronaldo because there's no point. Like if we did this team here, there's no point having those wingers pushing up. The fullbacks pushing up, the wingers there. If you ain't got a central point man to get a ball into, so you've got to play Ronaldo. But I like that. I do like that. For me, as I said, I'd have Van der Beek over Eriksen. But apart from that,
that's a good little thing there. To be fair, we've got Sir Alex Calatikino saying McTominay will play. He always plays. He is like spot on. He's like a spot on my arm. It just won't go away.
Sir Alex, get to the doctor about that, mate. You know what I mean? It might be malignant, mate, but get to the doctor just in case.
Ryan Part says Bruno done nothing for months. Drop him. It's kind of true, but he's going to play, He's going to play. Can I just...
a lot of people are saying he's ain't done nothing for months. He was still number 1 chances created in the Premier League last season. Yeah, I would go as far as, it was the rest of the players not doing anything around him. He is... There's no one else in this Man United team that's got his creativity. I'm sorry. And I know he hasn't been performing, but... I know he hasn't been performing, but no one in this team has. You know what I mean? There's 5 players before Bruno that I'm picking on as saying they haven't done nothing in months. Before I'm talking about Bruno Fernandes, but
yeah, exactly. You got Football Universe saying, "Do you think Ronaldo will play for the start 11?" Yes, he will. Definitely believe he will. You know, when the manager says, "I'm not saying nothing," it just seems that way, innit? I've got an inkling that he's going to start. I can't see how he's not going to start from what I'm seeing. But I'm kind of like buzzing out of this team here.
The only option we've got if Ronaldo don't start, the only one is playing Rashford through the centre, maybe Garnacho or Elanga on the left.
I wouldn't mind that, you know. I still wouldn't mind that with Garnacho on the left. I just want to see Garnacho rip someone, pace and cross balls and give people the ball because if he plays with the first team, man, and they all pop the ball to him, he's going to be flying. He's going to love it. But I hope this doesn't happen. We get to one of them cup games and he's only playing in a cup game with all the reserves. Then he's going to struggle because he won't get the ball as much and in time. You know, timing is everything. And if you don't get the ball quick, he's going to be fighting for balls. And that's what happened towards the middle of that game against Rayo Vallecano. But yeah, he did really, really well that game. It's time for Rashford to stand up. You know what? Like I say, on another day, he could have had 2. And that's the chances that came. One of them wasn't offside, so I think could have had 1, let's say, for definite. And if he had one, that would have been 1-1, and we'd be just going, right, let's kick on from here. So let me give him the benefit of the doubt this game and say, right, let's see what happens next. You've got Benny saying Tony going to outstrength Maguire all day long.
If Welbeck did it, Tony's going to devastate him. So, back on Garnacho quickly. If we're not going to, no disrespect to Brentford, I mean, they're a good side, but if we're not going to give Garnacho minutes against Brentford, exactly what you're saying, then loan him out, because we're not giving him minutes anywhere that are worthwhile minutes. Like losing 3-2 to MK Dons in the League Cup and he gets 90 minutes there don't mean nothing to nobody. You know what I mean? So,
it's a tough one, isn't it? It's the thing is, we have to be winning for him to come on? And then, like, you know, a nice 3-0 winning early and then get him on, one of them ones? Or do you just throw him in at the beginning and say, listen, we're going to nurture these young boys here? I hope he just does what he done at Ajax.
Yeah.
He brings through the youth and plays them. He just plays them. So why not do it here? Let's get that going.
And I think Garnacho is good enough to just throw straight in. I don't usually say about youth players, but he lit the pitch up in that friendly. He lit it up, man. So, yeah.
I'm buzzing as well. I think Ten Hag revived Man United. He's literally a mega mind. He's done right. You can see it. He knows what he's talking about. So Alex Kantakin says, I don't think so, Benny. It's the thing Maguire has to his game that will benefit. What?
He's saying that Tony won't Benny was on his said that Tony Welbeck did it.
So no, but that is right. That is a little bit right there, because the strengths about Maguire is anything in front of him, anyone trying to do anything in front of him, like he can get up the back here, win the ball from you. Can win the ball in the air if you're jumping in the air. That's one thing. They're the two things that I really like about Maguire. He's dominant in the air when he's defending headers. I don't think he's so good attacking headers. He scores the odd goal, but man, he needs more power in his headers. But yeah, I think you're right there. That if you're gonna try and go up against him, don't go up against him where he is very, very strong. You know, you need to go up against him. Not that I want him to do it, but you need to do him for pace. And and I don't know. I'm not so sure. I think he's that kind of player. I don't think he's that kind of player who's just going to run you with the ball or anything like that. He just gets in the box and, you know, he's on the end of things like a Calvert-Lewin kind of type striker. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see, because the other striker, I don't know if he was playing with him, his strike partner, them two up front were ridiculous. What's his name? What's his name? Bueno or something.
I was going to say, you're going to make me sound like an idiot now, mate.
He's a player, mate. And them two up front together, they will cause havoc for anyone. They absolutely tore apart Liverpool's first game of last season when it was 3-3. And they tore apart a lot of teams last season as well. Them two are havoc. And if they're on their game, we're in trouble if Maguire and Martinez are playing at the back. Mark my words. If Shaw is there as well, we're definitely losing. I hope we don't lose, and I hope we don't have Shaw, Martinez, Maguire, Dalot. We're dead meat. We're dead meat. Feed us to the sharks. But if we do have a little bit of a change in the team, I think we will win. It's a big difference. Peter Moran says, I upload a video.
I think that's going to be about De Jong not coming. I think that's what Peter who said about De Jong.
Okay, please send me some info if you have. Ericsson will 100% play at his former club.
I'm not thinking about that. Yeah.
I remember, definitely, mate. Definitely got to play. He was the best player on the pitch for us. How is he not going to play? If anyone not going to play, he can't be the one that doesn't play. If anyone, Bruno or Maguire, McTominay, sorry, whatever.
It's just legs. Just legs for me.
Come on, football universe. Come on, lad. Why are we talking like this? But he's not hated. He's not hated. We're just talking for real what we see, innit? Like, if Welbeck can play well, that well, remember, any top 3-4 teams, they never get done over by strikers, from mid-table downwards. They're just kept quiet for the majority. Every now and again, they might score the odd goal here and there, but Maguire's been done over by every single player in every level, like every player. He's weak. And the thing is, when we bought him, he wasn't better than our back four at the time. We had Jones and Smalling. He wasn't better than them two. He wasn't even the best player in his team. Evans was better.
Johnny Evans, yeah.
Yeah. So when he joined for 80 mil. And then I was like, why are we buying this guy? I said that at the beginning. I'm like, why are we buying him? It's not even an upgrade on what we've got. It's like the same. If not anything, like everyone's got their weaknesses and strengths. Yeah, like where he's strong in the air, where he's strong with someone on him. Then you've got Smalling, who's very fast. He ain't going to get done, but he ain't so good on the ball. So it's like, and Jones, he's really good, but gets injured too much. So whenever he was fit, he was playing. And then he got really injured. Then he came back and played against Chef U and looked like he shouldn't play football ever again. And we all start thinking Jones is no good at all. But remember, Jones was very, very good. And we let 28 goals in that season by Jones, Smalling, Rojo. We let 28 goals in that season. Since Maguire's come, we've let 49 or something like that, and 56.
58, yeah.
So definitely he's not improved our defense, that's for sure. So we're not hating him. We're not hating him. We're just saying it like it is. And we know you need to have more to be able to stand a chance against your Spurs, your Arsenal, your Chelsea, your Liverpool, your Cities. We've got to have a better defense. Otherwise, we're going to be a mid-table side. Simple as that.
Yeah, and if you want an in-depth one on that Football Universe, go and see last night's show, the Man United show from last night, because we gave it a full good 8 or 10 minutes last night about why we're not picking on Maguire. I know we're not talking about us personally, and I understand that like there's some stuff that goes too far on social media, but it's fair criticism what we're giving Harry Maguire. It really is when you consider he's the most expensive defender in the world. Like, and you bring everything together. He's at Man United, so yeah. If you want to see it go in depth on that, last night we went fully on that one. So. Yeah.
Anyway, we've got why don't Tenharg like Varane? I think because he's injured and he didn't play as many of the preseason games. So hopefully he will come in, and he's been on his own training program. So that's what I'm saying. You can't have a player like Varane not in your side. Got to play, Jules. Benny says Lindelof out as well. Yeah, he's out. I'm quite happy about that because it doesn't mean that he's just going to be ahead of like a Varane for no reason or a Martinez. I can't have that. He's a good player. He's like a sevens all round, like I've said. I mean, in YouTube, you see people making memes of him. Right. That's another one. He's made memes of him because he's made so many big errors that you can make memes of him. You can only make memes of players who are actually meme-worthy, if you get what I mean. You can't make a meme of Van Dijk or any other players because they don't get ripped to shreds by obviously lesser players. And once you do that, you're going to have memes galore. It's meme central. So, yeah. I don't know what you think of that, Garth, but that was a...
listen, I've never been in a position, obviously you have, but you did. I suppose you didn't really have social media as it is like now, like where everyone's on it all the time when you're at the top level. But Phil Jones, go back to Phil Jones. That geezer was meme after meme of his silly faces, mate. Meme after meme after meme. You're at the biggest club in the world, and I'm really sorry. I'm not advocating bullying or anything like that, but you've got to take some of the flack. Like, you've been poor. You're the world's most expensive defender. Don't look at this stuff, mate. Just like, you know what I mean? Like, booing at the stadium, that's a different matter entirely for me. I find that unacceptable. I really do, booing your own players. But yeah, no, listen, exactly what you said. The memes are there because you keep making mistakes, mate. So... Hey,
Garth, here's one. I wouldn't put it past players to come in with memes of Jones saying, look at your face, look at your face on this one, look at that one, and have his face up on the training ground and everything, just having a laugh with him. Because that is a meme to have a laugh at. You're not going to get hurt from that. So maybe, sometimes you have to take it with a pinch of salt, and footballers are supposed to be strong backboned anyway. Otherwise, you'll never get this far without being strong backboned as well. Simple as that, because many players would be struggling and never play. And he's still coming out every week saying, listen, I'm here. I want to play. I want to be the manager. I would want to be the captain. So, I like that about him, the fact that he does want to do that. And look, he's taking it on the chin and he's carrying on and trying to play through it. So, look, I hope he does well. I hope he does. I hope I don't have to say anything like this. Like, I'm not happy with that performance. But anybody, Dalot didn't play well. Martinez didn't play well in his first game. I said he didn't play well. Got the same stats.
All got the same scores. Yeah.
So, end of the day, there's not much we can do about it.
And I was just thinking about that. That's what breeds, I don't know, like banter, good-natured banter like that. I can just imagine Phil Jones walking in, opening his locker, and it's just a giant picture of his face, Do you want to? As he's going for a ball. So
that's happened so many times with so many different things. People just have a laugh, and we all have a laugh. Everyone would have a laugh about something like that. Maguire not suited to our playing style. Wait till we play Liverpool. Very sure. I will say we can't play Maguire against Liverpool. We will get banged 5-0. Exactly the point. We are finishing 7th at this rate, pretty much. Yeah. Why did Tellez go on loan? We should have sent Shaw instead of Tellez. Probably, yeah.
No, I won't go that far. Yeah,
but Shaw's better.
Plus, you got to also think of the homegrown thing as well, like for he's English. So, like, yeah, I think Tellez is worse than Shaw personally. I really do.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, he is for sure. Bruno gets let off too easy because the rest are so bad. Would he get in any other top 6 side?
Yeah,
possibly. I think he would because he's got so much goal assists into his name and goals. So,
but you put Bruno Fernandes in the Man City team.
Yeah,
he's balling.
I don't know where he's playing. Who's coming out? Bernardo ain't coming out. Foden ain't coming out.
Well, Bernardo's on his way, ain't he, to Barcelona? That's why.
If he was there, I wouldn't play him ahead of them. Any of them 3. Foden, I wouldn't, man. Foden's sick. I wouldn't play him ahead of Bernardo. He's ridiculous. And De Bruyne for sure. He's not coming in front of those. So I do get you on that one. That's City though. But
what I mean is though, if you put him in that side, he would rip up. So, he's a great player. I don't mean he would take the places of other players there. But if you put him in with quality, I'm taking what he said and flipping it. Yeah, Bruno gets let off because the rest of them are so bad. But you put him with better players, he's gonna be awesome. He really is. So
imagine double assists.
Yeah,
he's already more than everyone else now. We're in a bad side, so I don't believe he's better than Odegaard. I'm not sure about that one. I think he's better than Odegaard.
I haven't watched enough Arsenal, to be fair.
Exactly. John can go says John can go. Okay. Martinez is a fantastic player. I hope Tenharg will start him alongside Varane tomorrow. Exactly what I was saying. Exactly what I want to see. So Alex and Odegaard, no way. Bruno is my hero, Katie says, and happy faces. So yeah, that's us for most of this. Let's see, predicted scores. We were talking about the predicted scores today. And we had a little mention to Garth, and I said, look, there's no point really doing your predicted scores when you don't even know who's going to play. So how are you going to say who's going to score? If they're not even, imagine they're not even in the side.
Well, that's what we both put Ronaldo in, didn't we? We both put Ronaldo scoring last week.
Exactly. So we've adjusted the rules slightly. What we're going to do is we've got the thumbnail. We've got the post-match reaction coming up at 7:30, obviously 5:30. So we know 4:30 the starting lineup's going to come out. So when that happens, we're going to post before the game starts what we believe the score's going to be and the goal scorers. You guys make sure you jump onto this. If you're already subscribed and you're already tapped on the notifications, it will come up. You will see it. And you can comment before the game and it says the time. So we'll know whether you're cheating or not, whether you pick the predicted lineup, goal scorers. I want to make sure I win this and I ain't messing about. As I said to Garth, I ain't picking a team when I don't know who they are. Secondly, and I don't know who's going to start. It doesn't make no sense. Yeah, I can't think of how the game will go in my head. So we have to get the game to start. Larry says 3-1 United.
Quick one. Was it Larry? Was it you, Larry, that put down we're going to lose 2-1 last week? It was either you or Sir Alex. I've got it written down. I have got it written down.
Go back to it. We'll go back to the comments in the last one. We'll
right, fair enough. Yeah, someone definitely put down we were going to lose 2-1 to Brighton.
Add that, by the way. You've got to add that. You've got to do your research now. Get him to the top of the league. He's top of the league right now. Bruno hat-trick. Wow. Okay. Yes, subscribe to this channel. Perfect, guys. Perfect. New subscriber, Top Teed. Yes, Top Teed. Cleaning laundry services. I don't know who you are because I don't see Top Teed on here, but you let me know who Top Teed is. But thanks for subscribing, guys. It's we're growing very nicely. We've got a lot more people to come on the show. Yeah, everything's looking good. Garth, anything more to say on this?
It's looking better for us than it is Man United, put it that way. So, running a smooth ship here, all operational, you know what I mean? Let's put us in charge of transfers, Nate. We'll get them done, mate. We'll get them over the line. It's like 8 months or whatever it is. So.
Yeah, we'll do the job. We'll get the job done. But yeah, we've got so join us versus Brentford, obviously. Post-match reaction 7:30 p.m. on the dot, because you know we are on time. Garth, I hope you're watching.
Yep.
I hope you see everything I see. I'm gonna put my player ratings on. I'll let you say first, and then I'll click, and I bet you're pretty much similar to me. Because we see the same things through the same eyes. So I'm loving that. Dick Emery says, great channel this. So yeah, I'm loving it. Garth, it was good chatting to you. Good.
Yeah, you too, mate.
Game as well. And let's take it to tomorrow. See you all tomorrow. Let me have a quick look at. We got Felix. Felix subscribed as well. Love it. A lot of people subscribing. So this is it. You say it with a proper meaning behind it, and people start subscribing. I love it. Everyone else, all you rest of you, please subscribe. We'll see you guys on tomorrow, 7:30 sharp. Peace.